and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley, and in this channel I make lifestyle, cleaning, thrifting, DIY, and vlog videos. So today's video, I am building my own rustic bench. I have been seeing these benches everywhere on Pinterest, on Instagram, on YouTube, and I want to build my own bench. I have a bench downstairs in the entryway that I love, but my husband hates it because it's literally in the way of like opening the door. You can still open the door, but it's not, you can't open the door all the way, and my husband hates that whenever we have to haul furniture in and out or whatever. So I'm going to compromise, and I'm going to remove that bench from the entryway, make something more narrow, and what better way to replace that bench with this rustic bench that I'm making. And I have been wanting to make that bench for forever, so this is the perfect opportunity to do that. I'm going to be using a few materials. I will be talking about the materials that I'm going to be using in my voiceover because it is going to get loud because of my miter saw. But if you guys want to see how I make this bench, then go ahead and keep on watching. Also, I am not an expert, okay? I am not an expert builder or a carpenter. I am just doing based off of how I visually see how it looks like. So do not, if you make this and it doesn't come out like super... I don't know how to explain it. If it doesn't come out really well, do not blame me, please. Carpenting is a lot harder than you think it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will see you guys in my voiceover. So this is the board that I'm going to be using. This is a 1 by 5 3/4, I believe. I am not going to make it too long. I think I'm going to make it around 3 or 4 feet long. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, I'm going to start by measuring the top piece of my board. That's where we're going to be sitting. That one is 56 inches long. I'm using my miter saw to cut it. If you don't have a miter saw, you don't need to have one. You can use a miter box. You can find those at Lowe's or Home Depot for very inexpensive. It is going to take you longer, but it'll definitely do the trick. Now I'm going to cut the legs. I'm going to need 4 legs, and each of those are going to be 17 inches tall, and they're going to be cut at a 15-degree angle. So I'm going to change the angle on my miter saw, and I'm going to cut each end of the leg at a 15-degree angle, except they're going to be opposite from each other, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys. Look, you see how they're opposite from each other? And then I'm going to do that with the other legs as well. Okay, now I'm measuring 2 smaller pieces that are going to go in between the legs. So those are still going to be cut at a 15-degree angle, but these pieces are going to be 6 inches each. So the angles are going to be opposite from each other like that. That little smaller piece is going to go in between 2 legs. So we're going to need 2 of those in total. And then I'm going to cut 2 smaller pieces. Those are also going to go in between our legs, and those are going to be 2 inches tall, and they're still going to be cut at a 15-degree angle. Alright guys, this is where I messed up. I don't know if you guys can see, but at the very peak of my legs, the angles are facing each other. They're supposed to be facing opposite from each other, so that way they're like flushed for the top part of my board. And I'm here like thinking, oh my god, I did such a good job, everyone, look at me. But nope, look, they're not supposed to be like pointy at the top. They're supposed to be like flushed. Now you see the difference on the top part of my legs. That's the way that they're supposed to look like. So I went ahead off camera and fixed my mistake there goes to show that I am not an expert, like I said in the beginning of my video, and it's better to check twice. To be honest, that was just my mistake, but I ended up fixing it and now it's all better. So those two little pieces that we cut, they go at the top and in between, and they kind of form like an A. And there you go, your bench is almost ready. I just need to assemble it with wood screws. Here I'm just gonna measure how far I want my legs to be. I do want a little bit of the top part of the bench to stick out, so I just like that type of aesthetic. So I'm measuring about 4 inches in, and that's where I'm going to put each of the legs. Also, I did not include this in the video, but I do end up adding an extra piece of wood for support. You will see that at the end of the video and like the reveal. I didn't put that on my video because I completely forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I ended up cutting it the next day because my husband was the one that told me that I needed to add an extra board for support because he sat on it and it was a little bit wobbly. So I ended up adding that. I didn't record it. I'm sorry about that, but I will give you the measurements for that extra piece. That piece is 42 and a half inches long, and it's gonna go in between the second piece of each leg. That little longer one is gonna go in between that. I did use my nail gun. I did not use it for support. I just used it so I can flip over my bench and my legs would be standing upright and they wouldn't fall. But I ended up doing it wrong. So I didn't want to remove this clip because I don't want my videos to look like I'm perfect at building stuff or that I don't make mistakes, because that is unrealistic. So I did include that clip, and now I'm just screwing in my nails just so that they have more support on the top part of my bench. They are not nails, they're wood screws. So I sat on top of it, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it moved a little bit. That's why it needed a piece of wood for support. And here is my son helping me distress it. So I hit it with everything I had, you guys. Nails, I even used my jigsaw to make cuts on it because I want to make this look as distressed as I can, and too distressed is not even a thing. Just go at it. After that, I went ahead and used a gel stain. This is one of my favorite gel stains. I would tell you the color, but I don't know the color of it because it's Japanese. I bought it in town, so I'm really sorry about that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here is a clip of how the bench turned out. If you end up making it or building it yourself, please let me know and tag me on Instagram. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.